देश में आज रात 12 बजे से संपूर्ण देश में संपूर्ण लॉकडाउन होने जा रहा है।
2020 was a year of great uncertainty, a true outlier in decades. The world came to a standstill. People were locked in their houses as COVID-19 spread across the globe. Millions died, businesses were crushed, and the world economy destroyed. But every crisis brings an opportunity, and this one was for the gaming industry. For many, it became their favorite pastime and means of entertainment while stuck indoors.
People have been stuck in their homes for so long, and in most of the cases, really, like all people had were video games to keep them company. I mean, if you look at the sales figures, even, I mean, it has been huge. I mean, not just for the gaming industry. I mean, the people who were associated with it. I mean, starting from voice actors to developers. I mean, this has been it has been challenging, but yes, it has been a disguise. I mean, if we are speaking money.
For many, it was a way of socializing. Friends and families connected through online games, through video conferences, sometimes both. While they played to win, it didn't matter who won. The time they got to spend with their closed ones did matter. For those who upload games and stream on YouTube, it was a time that changed their lives forever. More views, larger viewership, new audience finding their way into the genre. YouTubers were the big winners of the time.
Gaming on YouTube has a vast community with different aspects. So there's streaming where people watch others play for hours and hours on end. There's videos where people play games in episodes, which is what I do. And you commentate over them, and that is something that I enjoyed as a kid, and that is something I'm replicating right now. And the concept behind that is you are getting entertained by the game itself, the person who's playing, and the whole experience is different than playing on your own or even playing with someone beside you, because these people who play online and are famous are entertainers at the end of the day, and because entertainment sells and people want to watch that, that is something that people love. Now
About gaming, like of course the aptitude matters when you're writing about something, like the passion for the craft matters. So yeah, from that sense I'm grateful to gaming, but it's not just money that I would say that gaming helped me get a job or something, but no, I'm grateful to gaming for a lot of things actually, and I think yes, this is one of them.
My serious gaming journey started when I completed GTA San Andreas. Rockstar game launched in, I believe it was 2004, without any cheat code in PlayStation 2.
Normally I would gaming like only on weekend, but since this COVID lockdown happened, it will become like 5 to 6 hours on daily basis.
Basically, the gamers are the people who experience lockdown on a daily basis. So they are the people not leaving the house anyway, because they are sitting in front of a computer 24/7. So technically, I don't think lockdown made people come into gaming. But if you think about people who were not into gaming severely before, maybe they thought of trying out the gaming as an option to while away their time.
I think when the pandemic struck and the lockdown came after that, people just had more time on their hands, and at least on my channel I saw an increase in viewership and an increase in overall watch time. So my average watch time went up by at least 20%, and views kept on increasing over the coming months as well. And this is kind of the case for everyone who I've spoken to in my community. And I think this affected people who upload daily on a bigger basis, since people were ready to watch daily content more often now. And for example, suppose I had 2 series running on my channel, 2 different games. People may or may not have watched one or the other, but because people had more time right now, they started watching both of them, and they watched the videos for a longer duration as well.
Streaming itself has like become its own content creation industry by itself. So as for their future, I mean, let's look at it this way. I mean, esports had started growing, like it has been there for a long time. I mean, even from the times of like, I don't know, even before CS, it has been there for a long time, but it will never undergo a trough. I mean, it would never go down, in a sense that it would never lose its popularity.
Pandemic struck again, people had more time on their hands because everyone was at home, and also at the same time people were limited to having their entertainment at home rather than going outside. So people got into gaming more. I kept seeing communities on Reddit and how people who weren't into gaming before started getting gaming consoles. They started asking for game recommendations because this is something that they wanted to explore. And I think this positively affected not only just the entertainment industry, which is the YouTube side of gaming and the Twitch side of gaming, but also gaming companies who wanted to make more sales and obviously want their games to reach a larger audience. So it was a positive impact and definitely a blessing in disguise for the gaming industry as a whole.
And I think more for the better than for the worse, because from the sales, just from the sales, like huge numbers of sales for gaming industry, especially the consoles were released this year, PS5 and Xbox. So the sales were like beyond anything that have been seen in the last few years. And going beyond this pandemic, when it will ultimately come to a stop, I think there is no going back from where the height the gaming industry has currently taken, because the competitive nature of the industry, all the whole esports scene, and however people are managing to even take competitive competitions online. They used to happen in physical presence in the LAN tournaments prior to the pandemic, but now people are taking that online. And
keeping in mind that both streaming and esports are like two separate and perfectly independent fields, but sometimes they're codependent, and I guess one will keep feeding the other as long as it goes. But as independent industries as well, like I think they would keep thriving.
PUBG being banned in India, it's a huge blow for esports community in India. And the way esports community was growing, it is still in its infancy, but way it was growing, that has altogether come into a stop. So it's a huge blow. Whether it's fair or not, that that decision lies beyond me. It is not. I can always have an opinion about it, but I think it lies beyond me, because when socio-political influences come to play in a factor, I think there is more to be seen than just how people were just making money out of a game and playing a game. I think there is more to just playing a game when it comes to India's relations with China. So with that said, I think esports community will never stop thriving, and we found a way before with PUBG, and I think even if PUBG is not unbanned in India, somehow some other game will come and take the light, and India will thrive.
And so I think gaming as a whole will increase a lot. We have seen specifically the game of Fortnite, they have been holding concerts and astronomically huge events where they promoted movies and new albums of artists coming out, and these events have actually been really cool. And if you get to experience one, you'll know how far gaming has come and how much it could grow in the future.
For years, the gaming industry has been among the fastest growing media fraternities around the world. The pandemic meant the difference between a niche market and last mile popularity. Be it on your console, smartphone, or laptop, the future is gaming.